Today's episode of So Fucking What was brought to you by Red Rock Deli's spicy chili sriracha chips. Oh, delicious.
Hi, I'm Katia.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is So Sydney. Oh, no, it's not.
Let's do it again.
Is, but it's not. And this is So Fucking What.
On today's episode, it's all about MAFS because Tim is in the bin.
Let's fucking go.
Well, we're back.
Not me still eating on the chip. Let me get the Stanley.
Okay.
This is becoming an ASMR episode.
It really is. It's episode 2 of So Fucking What.
We're still here.
We're still here, and this time we're not relaxed. We're not sitting back on the couch. We're actually locked in.
We're meaning business.
Because what happened this week?
MAFS is what happened this week.
MAFS has begun.
And it is ruling my entire life.
I'm so surprised with how hooked I am. I'm going to be honest, I've never finished a season of MAFS before. I watched a little bit and dropped off, but this year, I'm in for the long haul.
I've always seen like little snippets and the ceremonies and obviously everything online, but I'm the same. I never really understood the hype. And now I do.
Until now.
I am on the MAFS choo-choo train, well and truly, and I'm not getting off anytime soon.
And you know what? Everyone listening, you're on the train with us as well because we're going to be covering every single week of MAFS on every episode of So Fucking What.
You cannot escape us. We have all the intel. We've
That's
also
right.
been following these guys around for the past 6 months, even in production.
We are stalkers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is part of my job title at this point. So expect lots of exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like spoilers, I think we always give a little, we'll warn you if
bit.
we're about to give a spoiler
Yes,
you
yes.
can block your ears,
We
but
will.
there will be a sprinkle of them here and there.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the question on everyone's mind to start with is, who the fuck is Lauren's sister Tamara?
Oh my God. I fucking hate her so much. So much. I was watching with my family and my dad actually had to get up and leave because he could not handle every time she opened her mouth. What was it? 12 times in a minute at some point? Just asking question on question on question, not letting anyone get a word in, just like what I'm doing to you right now.
A little bit, but that's how we roll.
That's right.
I want to hate her. And I obviously, hate's a strong word.
Hate is a strong word, but we're talking
I think
about
she's a
MAFS
flawed
here.
character. With that being said, she was pretty fucking iconic.
Oh my God,
was
of
pretty
course you
fucking
would be
iconic.
on her side.
Like, I love the fact that she's a real estate Gold Coast queen. You know, she's come out and responded on her stories now saying, oh yeah, I was just acting like that as a PR stunt. You know, it's given me really good publicity for the business.
Okay, good for her. Good for her.
I don't know in what world that type of publicity helps her sell houses.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, do you think that rings true in this instance?
No, not at all. I'm
all.
so sorry, but if you're listening, you're so irritating. Just shut up. Just shut your mouth for like 2 seconds.
What do you think the worst thing that she did on that
Oh my God,
episode
the crying?
was?
The crying.
The crying.
Pescatarian.
Oh my God.
She needed, I really need my pescatarian meal. You've ruined this wedding for me. Oh my God.
Surely demanding compensation.
But let's be real. We've all known someone like that. But I'm
We've
talking
all
about
been like that probably at some point.
in primary school.
yeah,
Primary
yeah,
school,
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're at your best friend's 5th birthday party and oh my God, I didn't get the fairy bread. You ruined this for me. I demand compensation.
It was so good. And
Yeah,
you know
it was
what? Doing a
delicious.
deep dive onto her very public Instagram was so worth my time.
God, tell me what you found.
It was lots of private jets to St. Moritz, Tulum, every destination where you might go with a sugar daddy. Not that I'm saying she has, but like that vibe. Private jets, business class, she's getting her bag, this girl.
You know what? Good for her. You're still irritating though. Can I please talk about what is on everybody's lips and everybody's minds?
We have to get to the main thing.
Tim in the bin.
Tim's in the bin.
In the bin. The amount of messages that I've gotten from other watchers right now being like, can you fucking believe this guy?
I have never met a Tim I liked, and this is just further proving
Exactly.
this entire situation.
Exactly. And I love how he's come onto the show being like, I just want love, you know. He comes across as like this affable, likable guy. Nah, mask is off. As soon as he doesn't get exactly what he wants, which we'll touch on as well, because that's not only him in this show. He isn't the only boy that's throwing a fit
True.
because he didn't get exactly what baby asked for. Sorry, I'm so here for a win. You know how we had a wine last week? I'm having the wine this week.
Please go off. You know what? I think there are many things wrong with that man. But, I was sitting there last night being like, the entirety of Australia hates him. He's not the first villain of MAFS though, but I feel like this is, like Elliot didn't receive a great reaction, but nothing to the level that this man has.
Tim is getting dragged through the streets. There's an effigy being burned of him.
Literally.
All of that. Not really.
I think the question, probably at this rate.
By the end of the season.
The stakes and the fire is out.
It's season 12 of MAFS. At this point, anything can happen.
Literally. I think the reason why he's rubbed so many people the wrong way is that he has come out of the book,
straight out of the gate,
full out of the gate, being like, I'm such a nice guy. Yeah. I'm such a nice guy. And people don't understand and like the nice guy, and nice guys come last. Oh, that's not true.
I had to teach my family what an incel was after watching that episode. Actually. And he's the perfect example of it.
He's like the roided up version of a pick-me soft boy. No, not soft boy, like a pick-me.
Yeah.
He's a pick-me.
He's the most pick-me.
And I think the fact that he kind of used that as his leading trait, like, let's be real for a second. If you know someone well and you were asked to describe them and the only thing that you can kind of talk about would be the fact that they're nice, usually that being used as a leading trait.
That's a red flag.
Is a red flag.
That is a huge red flag.
Oh, they're nice, right?
Yeah. This man is a walking red flag.
Yeah. And the fact that you have to prove and consistently tell people that you're nice. It's like if you have to say it that many times, I thought you were at the start, but now I'm second guessing.
And he's proven that he isn't.
Yeah, my spidey senses were tingling from fucking get-go.
That's right.
Oh my God.
So what do we see happening for the rest of this season for Tim and his poor wife?
Katie. Team Katie.
We're all Team Katie.
I think we all
We're
are.
all in there. If anything, this is going to be great for her.
Poor lady. You know what? I felt really, really sorry for her at the start. And I obviously still do, because this is all now going down on national television and she's having to relive this, which would have happened 6 months ago, right? That's not fun for everyone, or anyone for that matter. But I do think the one silver lining, I'm a silver linings girl.
Let's hear it. The positivity.
The number of like DMs that she's going to get now by actually good people.
Because she's lovely.
I mean, some creepy people maybe.
She's gorgeous and she's sweet.
Oh my God.
And she's so herself.
She's literally the CEO of a social enterprise.
Exactly.
Like, she's actually the best person in the world.
She's not a slim Barbie girl. Oh no,
Small, petite blonde.
Oh my God, don't even.
The way that he talked about her on the episodes and like saying, that's not what I wanted, I go for this. It was so dehumanizing. Literally, I was like, this man is talking as if he has mail ordered her. Yep. It's like not a person. It's someone that he's just ordered. Which, raises a whole lot of other questions. Like I said in my article this week. Who knows?
Ooh.
Maybe,
you might have to go check that out at sosydney.com.au.
Maybe inflation's hit the mail order bride market and he needed to find new and interesting and cheaper ways to find a lovely lady to match his criteria. Yes. That's not the way to go about it. Going on MAFS.
Who was it? Elliot? Elliot who also spit the dummy?
Yeah, but yes.
But at the very least, he gave her a chance for a night before he
I don't
turned
know if
into
I'd go that far.
Yeah, true. But Tim was mask off from the very second that he laid eyes on her.
That's
unfortunately.
True.
And that's what gave me the biggest ick. We all know that Elliot's a scumbag as well.
Here's what I'll say about Elliot.
Oh, here we go.
We hate him. But I think he's better than Tim for two reasons.
Totally.
He is a conventionally attractive man.
Yes.
And for that reason, he does have a little bit of a standing ground when it comes to talking about his preferences from a physical perspective.
Sure.
Like, okay, you're that hot. You can probably pick and choose a few things because, like, he's pretty He's pretty fucking hot.
He's got the looks. Fine.
Exactly. The other thing was that he came in from the get-go saying, I have a type, and if that's not met, I'm not going to waste anyone's time.
I'm leaving the show.
And whilst that might be a bit narrow-minded,
he did say that
he didn't lend himself out as someone who doesn't have a type, who just wants to find a nice person and then
just
completely change the narrative.
Yep, totally. Tim came in with that.
That's what Tim did.
Yeah, he told everyone he was the nice guy that just wants love, turned around, didn't see the exact mail order that he wanted, and has been spitting the dummy for days and dragging this poor girl through the mud.
Oh my God.
Though, if we do want to get on to Elliot now, the
God.
thing that really gave me the biggest dick, like, sure, you can have personal preferences of how someone looks and everything, but he specifically called out that she was over 30 years old. Mate, so are you. What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? I need someone under the age of 25. That's fucking creepy, dude. I'm sorry. Like, you know, if you meet someone who is, good for you. That's lovely. But if you're going into this being like, she's got to have this, and this, and she's got to be just out of uni, I'm sorry, in the bin.
I can tell that man goes to Scorpios in Mykonos every year and goes for the exact same type of chick every single time.
Watch out. When the season's over, he's probably there right now.
You know, what I think was funny is that, yes, MAFS lent him out as this, like, really attractive guy. And, like, he is. Like I said, he is conventionally attractive. Not to harp on about that.
All right, we get it. You got a crush.
But, and this is all coming with a caveat, he's not exactly, you know, Tom Cruise.
No,
he's not exactly.
No.
Like, I just don't really see, like, he's 35, he had a big pimple under his eye, and he constantly walked around looking fucking bewildered. That man has no clue what's going on.
And he spat the dummy in the exact kind of way that Tim did, where he went to a producer and said, this isn't what I fucking asked for.
I find there is nothing more unattractive than a sulking man.
He was a full Karen in that shot with the producer when he says, well, what do you expect me to do? When I say I want this, well, who do I have to talk to?
He wasn't even a Karen. He was just a big baby.
He's just a big baby.
Like, oh my God.
He's a big
You're an adult man and you know that you are on live TV right now. I get that there are bad edits, but this is one thing I'll say. Those words came out of his mouth at some point. He was on film. Like, nobody forced him to say those things. And the same applies to Tim. Like, no amount of good editing could actually make either of them look good. Do you know what I mean?
No, totally. I'm there with you. I'm always a little skeptical, you know? We're in the media world. I'm a TV boy. I know how things can get edited, but this is just purely
different.
them.
You're actually just a dick.
So we've talked about the sister drama. We've talked about the two boys that absolutely need to be put in the bin.
Yeah.
I want to talk about maybe some things that we loved the most. And what has been the most wholesome couple, if not...
Oh, I love them.
The Wogs.
Jamie and Dave, you rock my world.
I love them so much.
I am so disgustingly obsessed with those two.
I might be biased because I'm Greek and I love her.
Oh,
she's so cute. She came in.
Orthodox queen.
Yeah, she came in straight up. And you know what? She also said exactly what she wanted. But she got exactly what she wanted.
I know.
Walking down the aisle, fantastic. But the entire time, you know, how excited and happy they were, how happy she was to find the exact man that she wanted. I thought the entire time, oh no, what's going to go wrong? Fucking nothing.
This woman is my spirit animal.
I love her. She's so positive.
She's positive, but she's so funny.
Yes.
And
yes.
like, you
she
know.
can take the piss out of herself as well. I love her.
There was so much like initial coverage before that episode aired of her being like the bogan of this season. And I thought that was so unfair because like, that's not actually what you take away from that. No. Like, she's loud, she's in your face,
yeah,
she's
good
intense,
for her.
Absolutely. But she's wickedly funny.
Yeah,
and I think
is.
She's a good person. I get her. Good vibes from her.
Yeah, me too.
And Dave.
I know, he's so wholesome. The fact that he's just turned around and like, oh my God, the bit where her fake tan spilled all over her suitcase. I was half expecting that to be turned into, you know, a dramatic edit as well. And like, oh, you know, this is the start of our honeymoon and blah, blah, blah. No, it's all just really lovely and wholesome.
He's just like,
what king.
So riding the wave of Jamie.
They are my ride or die this season.
Yeah.
I'm naming them Steven's ride or die. Katya, I need to know what your ride and die is right now.
To be honest, I completely agree.
All right.
If I was to back anyone to go to the end, it would be those two.
I can't wait.
That being said, I also am loving Karina and Paul at the moment.
Oh my God, same.
I mean, that's so Perth to like already know each other and having gone on a date.
And ghosting each other? Oh
What do you
my
think-
God.
What do you, I really want to love them both.
So Perth.
Oh my God. Like, Paul's explanation as to why he ghosted her. What did you think about that?
Oh my God. Okay, so this was also a talking point with my family. We were like, he's talking through his ass. He's absolutely,
agree.
he's talking the exact same way every fucking bloke does when he knows he's pissed off his girl or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, baby, I'm so sorry. You know, I was just in the wrong headspace. You know, I'm still figuring myself
it triggered
out.
me
Yeah,
so
we've
much.
all been there. We've all heard that from a guy.
He sounds like every fuckboy that's like, it's not you, it's me. I'm
Yeah,
just
babe.
not looking for a relationship right now.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, at least put a sentence that is coherent together. With all of that being said,
I'm kind of here
I'm
for them
kind
though.
of happy that she's given him the second chance.
They're not the only ones
They're
that
a
have had a
sexy
second
couple.
chance as
I
well.
know.
The fact that this happened twice on
I
the
know,
show.
Rhea and Jeff.
Oh,
So we
love
found
that.
out straight away. We had some little cameras down at
Is
Gunners
this an
Barracks when they got
exclusive?
married. It is a bit of an exclusive.
Exclusive. So Sydney
It's
exclusive.
a so Sydney exclusive.
Hear it on So
I
Fucking
feel
What.
like it's, common knowledge now, so maybe I can't call it that. But the penny dropped as she walked down the aisle. And if that would not be the most mortifying thing ever, to be walking down an aisle on MAFS, already incredibly stressed and nervous, only to find your sneaky link from last year
Oh,
at
yeah.
the other end. Like, I can't think of a worse nightmare to happen.
And I want to imagine that this wasn't producer meddling there either. I want to imagine that this genuinely is just how the cookie crumbled, because how the hell is that going to happen?
My theory is I don't think the producers knew about Karina and Paul. I
But-
do think they knew about Jeff and Ree because
God,
they
I
would have
love
been
this.
following each other on Instagram.
Oh my
and
God,
they
so
were from the
true.
get-go. So I checked that yonks back.
This is investigative.
I know. And they were already following each other. So there's no way that Channel 9 didn't connect the dots, right?
But for the others, that seemed so genuine, not just from the couple,
Oh my
but
God.
from the producers as well.
No one even realized after their vows. I was like, this is so cute.
I love that.
the plot twist of the century.
And this adds into the experiment so much. I love
It does. I also just think maybe it reflects the current dating scene being like everyone's recycling everyone nowadays. Like, that's so Sydney.
that. That is so Sydney.
Oh
my
my
God. You
God.
said the thing.
I
You
know.
said the
I
thing.
had to. I couldn't help myself.
I love that. I love
But,
that.
you know, the universe has brought them all back together and it's really beautiful. So
It's what we're here for. You know what I'm also really, really looking forward to? A bit of an older couple, our middle-aged couple.
So I
next
have
week.
some little exclusive. Actually, no, I think I'll save it for next week when we do see their wedding.
Okay. But can you give us a little taste?
Yes, a Morena related tea. I mean, I think it's interesting. What happens there. And look, to be honest, we actually don't know everything, but something went down. That was a production first ever. So you'll just have to wait until we drop that little one. What do we think about? I think everyone else is really lovely, but they're all kind of
Yeah.
filler characters.
Oh
let's
my God.
be real.
So right. Though I did enjoy some stuff here and there. What's his name? The nerdy boy. I loved.
Oh, Ash and Jake.
Yes.
I
Jake.
love them.
You know, I do also agree. Filler. But really, really
Yeah.
cute filler. I love the way that he was stressing about his hair
They're
before
the
he got married.
non-influencer tokens
Yes,
of MAFS. They go,
exactly.
oh, the public will kill us if we only hire Instagram models.
Totally.
We've got to get some actually normal people on there and just give them zero airtime.
And you know what? I love them. I'm
You know
here
what?
for them. Even if they
Exactly.
disappear really quickly, that's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Exactly.
I also want to shout out that the editing on this season is fucking hilariously good. It is making me laugh constantly. Married at First Sight knows that it's a comedy and is leaning into it even more this season.
Oh my God.
I am loving it.
You know, I think the editing is good, but there's also some pretty big editing fails happening.
Tell me.
Like that whole conversation and argument between Lauren and Elliot where you see his beer glass go from full to empty to halfway to back to full. And it's not that he's just drinking a lot. Like they've just taken different parts of the conversation of him looking bewildered at her and added them all together. Meal gone, half empty, full again.
But you know why
it was
they can
all
get
over the shop.
You know why they can get away with that? Because 90% of Australia's not looking. Not looking. They're
No
listening.
one's looking, and let's be real, no one really cares. I just want the drama.
That's
I don't
right.
care if it's fabricated
That's exactly
or not.
what I was going to say. I don't even care if they're doing the same thing they did to Homer Simpson.
Literally.
I-
What did they do to Homer Simpson?
They did exactly that, where they pick and choose exactly what he was going to say.
From
With
The
editing.
Simpsons?
Yeah. Not in MAFS, in The Simpsons.
Is this a
This is a
particular
Simpsons deep cut.
episode?
Yes, this is a Simpsons
Well,
deep cut.
for everyone that watches The Simpsons as
You now
adults.
know that Katya doesn't watch The Simpsons.
I don't actually. I was banned from watching it as a child because it gave me nightmares when Mr. Burns like glowed and went in the forest. I kid you not, I didn't sleep for a year and I was never allowed to watch it again.
This explains so much about you.
I know.
Well, that's MAFS for this week.
I have one more actually.
Oh, okay,
a little
let's
bit
hear
of
it, let's hear
exclusive.
it.
So we wonder, and I guess the question on everyone's mind is what happens between Tim and Katie.
Yes.
Now,
Must
we
know.
can't reveal all that much, but what we can say is that our little photographers did pap her entering the Green Square Hotel that they stay in for the duration of the experiment solo.
Oh.
So we get the impression that he never moved in at all.
That is very sad to
I
hear.
feel sorry for her.
We're just going to have to watch to find out, though.
I know.
Won't we?
I know.
Or if you don't have time to watch, you can always catch up right here on sosydney.com.au or listen to So Fucking What every Friday after a week of episodes are out.
Literally.
Because that's all we're doing with our lives for the next couple of months. We're
Let's
watching
be
this
real.
show and we're talking about
battering
it.
the hatches
That's
and
right.
we're watching randoms get married
That's
together.
right.
Because that's what Australians do.
One more thing I want to shout out about MAFS. How spectacular are the locations for the weddings?
Locations
Beautiful.
stunning.
Beautiful.
Not sold on the dress choices.
No. That's fine. The suits as well, I have my own thoughts about, and we can touch on that next week. But the
yeah.
locations, mwah,
They
gorgeous.
are really beautiful.
They make
Which
me
one
wanna
did you
get
like
married
the
there.
most?
Ooh. Oh, that's so. I can tell you which one I didn't like, which I liked the least.
Which one?
Carriage Works. I went to art school.
Oh my God.
I love
Somebody else
Carriage
said
Works.
that the other day.
I love Carriage Works to bits as an art gallery. But oh my God, it was really ugly. It
I
was
think it's
really
raw.
ugly.
I think it's edgy.
I
It's
just-
artsy.
I just think for that couple,
Yeah.
it didn't fit. But you're
Maybe
right, it
they
is edgy.
saw his tattoos and were like, we know what to do. Graffiti wedding.
I just felt for her Greek family who are used to, very beautiful Orthodox churches with lots of paintings on the wall, all right?
Oh my
And
God.
then they're walking and going like, oh,
I just know her father was having an absolute internal conniption, being like,
yes.
my beautiful Greek daughter is
And
getting married to
on
a
television.
tatted up, tradie stranger on
He
national
was
television
absolutely-
in a graffiti covered carriage works
That was
right
that
now.
was a vain pop.
That would send anyone to the grave.
My absolute favorite location though, State Theatre. I need to get married there now.
So I really liked the outside, but I just feel like it would be so weird to have dinner on a stage.
Oh no! You could not do that.
That was
you could only
weird.
do that with the small
It felt very uncomfortable.
group that they had for the 20, 30 people that were there.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've got the chairs all surrounding you, you would feel like you're in the middle of the Colosseum.
Yeah, just a bit creepy.
But the
yeah.
foyer,
foyer was
beautiful,
beautiful.
lovely, you know?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
See,
No,
I'm
I
getting
agree
my
with
own
you.
little wogginess
I
out now.
know,
I
I
can't stop.
know.
This is what it's going to be like. for the
Jamie's
next-
your spirit animal now
She truly
too.
is. I'm obsessed. I want to hear what the audience is obsessed with, though. So comment on our posts on our Instagram,
Yeah.
whatever. Tell us who your favorite couples are.
And tell us who your not so favorite. Mind you, we kind of already know them.
We know.
We've been getting quite the fair share of comments. I'm
Yes.
having to like moderate for anti-bullying protections. Takes up half of my day because people then start to get into arguments online.
You're a
but
trooper, Katya. a trooper.
you've got to keep it all nice. Well,
No, that's MAFS for this week. We can't
is
look.
MAFS.
You and I could ramble about it every day for hours, but we do have to cut the MAFS at some point because we got to talk about what's on in Sydney this week.
Well, we're finally bringing in the first of the fucking month because this month has felt like it's gone
20 years.
forever.
Yeah.
I need my payday.
The
I
longest
need
January ever.
a new month. I need a goal to set on, Saturday the 1st. This has felt like we've been in this like 3 months, don't you think?
It's been the longest January of my life, but I'm
I
ready for
know.
Feb.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Feb for things to happen.
Yeah,
So what's
there'll
happening?
be lots happening. So this weekend, I always feel the start of the month is when everyone kind of plans their best events.
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually really in for a treat. First and foremost, Timmy Trumpet.
Timmy Trumpet.
He's back in Sydney.
Welcome home, Tim.
He's a Tim that we do like. I saw him, you'll never guess.
Oh my God, where?
Ultra Croatia.
What?
2023. It was the most feral, disgusting, but amazing festival I've ever been to.
Oh my Lord.
It was in Split. Oh God, I can't even describe. It was just it was amazing.
Well,
it was
describe to me the experience that people can
The
get.
festival starts at 11 p.m.
Oh my
just
God.
for context. Like
Okay.
you don't even get in until 11
It's a late night.
and you stay until 9.
love
So you watch the sun come up, which is amazing. But
Beautiful.
you do that then 3 days back to back and it's full hard techno. Timmy Trumpet was
All right,
there.
Timmy Trumpet.
It was a lot, but it was also so much fun. So if you've not seen him, the trumpet is gimmicky. Let's be real. The
Sure.
trumpet's a bit of a gimmick.
He needs it for his name.
But yeah, he kind of has, sworn to it now, hasn't he? He can't really rebrand.
So where
can't be Timmy Violin.
where can we go see Timmy Trumpet?
He'll be at Home the Venue, and surprisingly, tickets are still available.
Oh my God, go get on
He
them.
was also rated number 5 in DJ Mag's top 100
So that's-
musicians. So
is
he's
that
done
Saturday?
Tomorrowland. Yeah, it's Saturday. He's done Tomorrowland. He's done Ultra. He's done EDC. Like, he's a major, major musician, and he's very rarely in Sydney. So I think that's a pretty good pick.
All right.
We've also got
It's Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year. So there's going to be celebrations happening pretty much everywhere, especially in like Haymarket, that area. But also Parramatta are hosting a whole lot of stuff that you can get around.
Sydney's second city.
I know.
So
I
are we
know.
launching So Para? Is that
Gong
what we're
Si
doing?
Fa Sai,
Oh,
as they
beautiful.
say. I do
Great
speak
work.
Chinese. And then Teletech at Carriage Works. So
I
lots
know
of,
I was
like,
ragging on
techno.
Carriage Works, but God, I do love that place.
You know what? They do a good party.
They do.
They do
really
a good
do.
party.
I've had a good
Maybe
rave there.
not, the place to have a wedding, but a rave.
Hey, it could be for some people.
Exactly.
Could be for some people.
Exactly.
Love that.
They've got a cool one there. And then what I will be going to is Cockatoo Island have started these sunset sessions with live music on
my
the lawns
God.
from like 5:30 on Saturdays. And it's so cute. And you can hire little picnic baskets. And then there's live music. And then
I'm
it finishes at, I
obsessed with
think,
that.
like 8 or 9. And I was like, that's so wholesome. That's where you take someone that you want to impress on a date, for sure.
Absolutely. You know
Yeah.
what? I think that's what I've got to do.
I think, yeah.
I'm going to be doing that
Come
on
with me.
Sunday. Done.
It's on
Done.
Saturday, but
I'm going on Saturday then. We can go have a little romantic date on
Exactly,
Cockatoo Island.
exactly.
Beautiful.
yeah, the
And then-
podcast never ends.
Yeah, we're taking the podcast on the road and we'll probably miss the last ferry back though,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Knowing us. we
Cockatoo Island's so fun.
I love it. I love it.
It makes every time I go, I feel like I'm going back on Year 5 excursion.
Me too.
So
It just
cute.
feels like it's its own little adventure going to Cockatoo
It
Island.
is. It
So you
definitely
don't even
is.
need to do the sunset. Just jump on the fucking ferry.
Just
Get over to
go.
Cockatoo
Yeah.
Island. Go get lost there. It's so
Yeah.
fun to walk
Walk around
Take some
the old
photos.
convict prisons.
I love that. I love that. Wow, that's episode 2
That's
of So
episode
Fucking
2.
What. My name's Steven.
I'm Katya.
Thanks so much for listening. We'll be back next week with even more Married at First Sight.
Bye.
Bye.